So let's try to go on a lighter note.
That's one gonna be charged up too.
Especially effing with you. I'm gonna go to her first because she said she didn't listen to either one yet.
So why do you want to come?
In general,
I don't want to come.
Because obviously I have a question regarding
What's
it
the
outside
question?
of that.
Because I probably don't got an answer to it that you're looking for. So talk to me.
Okay, so I mean, any topic that you feel like you didn't listen or you didn't watch, you want me to just not talk to you at all?
I mean, I'm
that?
just saying, if you have a question, go for it. What's your
No,
question?
I'm asking you.
And that's
because if that's is that the reaction I'm gonna get every time? Because obviously I was going to a certain place.
Has that been the reaction every time? No.
I've gotten it before.
Okay, that's fair. However, I'm telling you, go ahead. Let's hear about it.
Okay, who do you F with more out of Ye or Drake? Like, who do you say you like? You follow more, or who you know? Who
I know more of Drake's discography for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, CLB or Donda?
Certified Lover Boy.
What?
Yeah. I know that's surprising, right?
What?
I tried to listen to Donda. He scared me.
I was telling my little cousin, like, I swear, I think this nigga gonna come in here with that Donda spit.
Kanye, what? Because it was dark when I first put the album on, and he scared me with his first track.
Oh, that. Bro, my girl literally almost slapped me upside my head because the whole time it was just Donda.
From that point forward, I was like, it put me.
I didn't know, and I was like, wait, and I got mad because I'm like, wait, I'm trying to hear like where it's going, and then I was just like, and I was like, what?
Like, and prior to like listening to it, I had saw like, he was dedicating an album to his mother, and like I had saw like a narrative online. I was like, I'm not gonna listen to that. But what he gonna like conjure his mother in my car, so like in my house or something like that. And so
I feel like it was like some type of
yeah, but I mean, just overall, I feel like Donda isn't like a complete thought. I feel like he's moving in a certain direction as far as like musically, but I don't feel like it's complete. Like I feel like he probably should have waited like a year, maybe even 2 years to kind of like figure out exactly what he's doing. Because it doesn't sound like your regular hip hop music. It sounds like he's trying to make music.
I mean, he had a million rap features on it, like damn near every effing song.
I think he's trying to merge. He's like trying to merge like a new type of gospel with music that's specifically tailor made for like 100,000 seat stadiums, with like the bravado of hip hop. That's what I feel he's trying to do, and he like didn't necessarily like some of the songs hit, but I don't know. Whereas Certified Lover Boy, it's everything we love about Drake. Everything.
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
and I'm the huge Drake fan, but it's at least like 5 songs on there I feel he could have did without.
I mean,
out of the 21.
I mean, if it's 21 songs, there's always gonna be at least a good amount.
I mean, but the way I am with Drake though, like with Scorpion, it was like one song I didn't like. Like I've never had, and I don't know, y'all probably call me a super fanboy or whatever, but there's only been one album Drake made, like not project, but album that he made where I like didn't like not one song. Like I liked every song from every album. The only song I didn't like from one of his albums, and I even kind of like this one because of Jay-Z's verse, was Talk Up.
Okay.
That's probably the only song where it was like, that was kind of some bullshit. But then he had the line where he was like, y'all killed X and let Zimmerman live. Streets is done. So I had something I liked about it. CLB had like I'll say like Way Too Sexy was trash to me. Complete.
I seen your status on that.
Yeah, that spit was complete trash. Like I was so shocked
I feel like it's for what it's supposed to be for, which is to be viral or in everybody's TikToks and songs and shit. Like,
but I feel like with that one, the names were more valuable to that song than what they actually brought to the table. I feel like a Drake, Future, and Thug, that's a easy number one anyway. So I feel like they didn't. I don't know. Like they could have put more effort into that. It was like they knew that was a cheat code with those 3. So I mean, are y'all upset as upset as I am that Andre 3000 verse was wasted?
Well, I mean, I heard it. I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
You haven't heard it.
I have not heard
his
it.
His verse is beautiful.
Are you still mad that he had a verse wasted though? Like,
I mean, to an extent, yeah. But at the same time, I appreciate where he was coming from. Where it's like he didn't expect for this to be beef albums, and he was just trying to give his piece. Objectively, not as a
F both them niggas
situation.
for that.
So I feel like, especially Kanye for that situation, because it's like he was supposed to be on Yo song, so it's like you switch up the whole format, you turn it into a diss track,
and you gonna use you gonna use a
and
3
then you didn't want to
for
tell
that?
nobody, and then on top of that, you want to use one of the most conscious rappers that's the least like problematic,
right? Oh my god! Right, of all people on your song,
I don't know, it was weird. So I didn't knock where Andre 3000 was coming from. I feel like it was a miss on Kanye's
I
part.
was mad when I even
album.
seen that he had a long, drawn out like statement that he had to release. It like made me sick to my stomach.
I didn't like
that
either.
he even had to do that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when is Andre ever involved
He don't
in
be
drama?
in the
Like
public
ever
eye.
in hip hop beef, anything.
Yeah,
Like he stayed to himself, plays his flute. You know what I'm saying? He ain't worried about you know what I'm saying? He don't even care about performing, none of that. And selfishly, I know we want more of that, but it's like he literally keeps to himself, and he get dragged in this.
But he tried,
petty
and that's why he fucks with himself, because it's like he tried, and he was about to be looped into a diss track for no fucking reason.
And that's what made me even more mad, because it's like, I feel like y'all just made it worse. Now he really not finna be working as much. He not finna come out.
He wanted to work with Drake, but now it's like y'all just tried to put him up for a diss track against Drake and other people, and it's like, what do you really try to do? I'm happy he didn't have the Drake or his verse out
like on the actual
in the mix
album.
because ultimately I feel like Kanye had nefarious reasons to have him on there.
Right.
He tried to have him as kind of like a scapegoat. To me, outside looking in, not having much insight, I feel like he tried to use a good lyricist as kind of like a crutch for a diss record. And it's like, if you want to diss somebody by yourself and have your own beef towards them, but don't bring in a feature of a good lyricist or otherwise any feature of any artist into your beef that ain't got nothing to do with them and onto a diss track that they don't have nothing to do with or know about. Because he could have at least known about it. I mean, something like that. Like, it was shady. Especially not him. One of the least problematic motherfuckers in the game
that we've ever had.
Absolutely. So it's like, what's the problem?
Yeah, and they whole like outside their album antics, like their petty antics versus each other, was pretty damn funny to me. Like Kanye was like leaking Drake's address.
Technically that's like a 13, 14 year, maybe even longer. Prolonging beef.
Oh yeah, no, I can
like
tell,
where it
I can tell you
from.
exactly when after Kanye dropped 808s and Heartbreak. First off,
no, I mean it like starting from the Pusha versus Cash
Money.
Yeah, and then turning into that.
Yeah, I mean, Drake is definitely carrying some beef for
Birdman and Wayne,
Birdman
for sure.
and Wayne, but just Kanye has a personal issue with Drake because I feel like I can't say because I don't know this man, but just the way it looks, it seems like he's like Drake makes him feel insecure or something about how good he can rap or how popular and how successful Drake is with making music. And it's like
I ain't look at it like that.
When Drake first came out, right, with the Best I Ever Had, Kanye made that horrible ass video for him.
You think he did that on purpose?
I feel like when have we ever seen a bad Kanye video?
Kanye never directed a video before that though.
He directs
that was his first video.
He directs his own.
He probably added an element to it, but he had niggas like Hype Williams. Like, come on, bro.
But I'm saying
of course he
like,
gonna make it.
Like what? Like look,
Drake just straight gave Kanye his video.
I don't want to put any type of intention on somebody unfairly, but it's like the only bad video I've ever seen connected to Kanye was that Drake video. Honestly, that was probably one of the worst videos I've ever seen to such a great song.
But do you remember that time like people were on Drake's neck? Like that's a terrible career decision. Even before the video came out, for you to allow Kanye to direct your first video, and that's just his like directorial debut. Most of the other ones was him alongside the greatest video director ever.
But I mean, it's Kanye. Like Kanye comes
because it was Kanye. He trusted him,
like,
and people thought that was a terrible move for Drake. Now he was able to be Drake in spite of that, and still surpass Ye in a way.
And Kanye feel like he kind of, not saying he birthed Drake, but he kind of gave Drake a good direction because he feel like Drake took the 808 and Heartbreak sound and made it his own, just kind of like perfected it.
I mean, was that before So Far Gone? Like,
yeah, 808 Heartbreaks came out first, and then So Far Gone came out, and then like Drake, because I honestly didn't like 808 Heartbreaks when I first heard it, but Drake took one of them beats and murdered it, just straight up murdered it.
Say What's Real.
Yeah, Say What's Real.
Yeah.
And then like that whole like dark but still hip hop.
And I, if I'm not mistaken, I think "Find Your Love" was for 808s and Heartbreaks. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because it sounds like it belongs on that album.
Yeah, but damn. Okay, so I never.
And that's my.
But Drake did say when he was talking about the him and Pusha thing, he did bring up like why he's going so hard on Kanye, because he said it's kind of always felt like there was a little
tension,
something there, that he could just never put his finger on. And even Pusha T said it. He was like, I don't know about they bromance or whatever they got going, sarcastically, like, I don't know what them two niggas got going, but it seems like they've always had this thing where it's like, it was always something out of nowhere, like somebody got an issue with this, and then he got an issue with this, and then these niggas is, you know what I'm saying, celebrating each other and best friends and spit, and it was just like always a back and forth petty thing. And I think Drake going so hard on Kanye now, honestly, I think what that derives from is Pusha T, you know, he got the best of him in that battle or whatever. Yeah. But I think in a way Drake is trying to go at Kanye in a way to say like, Pusha, you not even worthy to be mentioned in the breath of me as like a back and forth. Like Kanye is worth me going that far in subtle disses. You not worth. I'm elevating you by doing that. I can't elevate Kanye no more than he already is. So that's honestly what I think Drake's animosity. That's why he goes so hard on Kanye. Because even on Deppy, it was like, it sounds like he was going more at Ye than Pusha T. When he talked about this diss track that he claims he decided not to release, he sounded like he was going more at Kanye than he was Pusha T. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think that's what that's really about. I feel like they both just been having like a dick measuring contest the past 10, 11 years, and that's pretty much why they, you know, that's been going the way that it's been going.
That's facts. But I love beef in hip hop, like any type of competition or whatever.
I do too, but for some reason that one is just annoying at this point.
It's a whack one. It's a whack one because they won't come out and just make songs about each other like they're supposed to, and they just be doing little petty shit like putting
that's what it just gets irritating.
Billboard over his billboard, like what? Like
trying to dropping your album a week apart, like all that little bullshit.
Like what? Like I'm gonna release his address, like. What's going on? Y'all gonna fight or y'all gonna like?
Right.
I feel like
kiss and make up. Like
I feel like it's two like really like kind of nerdy petty niggas. Just like, and this is how they beef with each other. It's like y'all not gonna say y'all not gonna really confront
showing
each other.
Showing how non-street them niggas really are.
It's like, look, I'm less bothered by this than you are. I'm less bothered.
But would we rather have this, or would we rather have like the beefs where like niggas end up dead and niggas end up
I don't want nobody to get hurt.
You know what I'm saying? This is the Cold War of rap beefs. Yeah, so it's like
I don't want nobody to die, but or even get beat up. I don't want nobody to get touched.
But it's like because we was so intrigued by 50 in Game, but niggas died. We was intrigued by Pac and Big.
If we could have a gentleman's beef like a Nas and a Jay-Z.
Like, can y'all niggas fence or something at this point?
Yeah, something, or just get in the gloves. Like, I don't know,
like
man.
Something.
Play chess. Like,
right, at this point. Shit, let's even get a heavy game of checkers. Cause just in case I don't even know about chess.
Play rock,
let's
paper,
get checkers
scissors.
popping. About 5 to 8 rounds. Like, let's get something. Come on now.
Like, just so they could objectively say I'm better and then call it a day.